in my program, this is the 14th year of the American Basketball Coach in Sweden program. We started in 2005 outside of Stockholm, and we've been in places like Sweden, Norway, California, and Japan when I lived there from 2015 to 2017. And what we try to do is impact kids and coaches and to enhance their abilities on the court. A variety of ways, whether it's coaching that Steve Freeland does, or it's training, or it's skill work. We try to impact them those ways, and also off the court, try to teach them how to be productive forces in the community. And it's something I started because I wanted to give back to my coach Steve Freeland when I was young, and something he's been here 11 years now, Steve Freeland, and it's I just want to impact as many communities as I can, really all over the world eventually. That's my vision, to be in more places, to bring basketball to more places, to bring mentorship to more places, to bring the importance of community to more places. Here in lmhult, it's a village of 9,000 people, so the community is fantastic. But to do this, bring this kind of training here is wonderful. So, I had a great mentor in Steve. From ages 10 to 17, Steve was my mentor. So other than my parents, he was the biggest influencer in my life. We went down to his high school to play games on Saturday mornings. We talked about life, and we did so much together. We watched games, and that was so important to me. So we try to stress that you need that guidance, you need that advice, someone that's not your parents.
Yeah.
And I know it's been important to Steve. He's taught for 40 years and taught a lot of youth, and he's mentored not only me but a lot of youth.
Yeah. And for George, I had George in 5th grade as a coach. I coached him in 5th grade, so I followed his whole career on up through grade school, which he was for 5th, 6th, 7th. He was a very polished player and very good. And I'm not saying it because he's a very close friend of mine or anything else. No, you can follow his background. And then he went into high school and excelled there. Got a scholarship to Vermont. Made a lot of all-star teams in Harrisburg. And in Vermont, he excelled well in college and got a good college education. So that part there was gratifying for me to see how far he's come from 5th grade to college and into life. This is surprising that he ended up over in Sweden, because he had a great job and great career and everything else going in New York, and he still does here. But he just he transformed. It's kind of unheard of, say, where we're at, where a person excelled, did so well sports-wise, college-wise, and having a great job in New York and everything else, and then transferring it to Sweden, which is doesn't happen too often. And so his mentorship, as far as me trying to mentor him, just to see him grow and flourish into this, and then to turn around and fight me back over as old as I am, and what we experienced is priceless.
Steve's been here. I think it's the 11th visit.
Yeah,
he's been here, and it's great to see. And what's really surreal for me is now he's teaching my son at the same age I met Steve at.
One thing that's so great, not to cut him off or anything like that, one thing is so great, if you've seen how this began, if you want to roll back them early years, how it got started, it was the first time we were here, we didn't have these type of numbers. So it was bare bones, and we were feeling our way around. 8
players, I think.
8 players. First time we got this together.
Not very
8
skilled
players.
either.
No, there's 8. Anybody off the street, So we got to start it that way. He got to start it that way. So to see it grow from how it started was unbelievable. Look what it turned into now.
Kids have to want it. We talked about mentorship in the beginning. I liked what I saw in Steve as a coach and a person, but he wasn't going to come after me to mentor me. I saw that he was good for me, so he became my mentor. But often kids, there's always someone around when you're young to be your mentor, but you have to find that person.
Yeah.
Okay, so we kind of stress to the kids that we're not going to come after you today. You have to want this.
Yes.
You have to want this on the court. You have to want to ask me questions about being a mentor. So that's important.
that's not only that's very important, but my experience with that is I've offered my knowledge to after the basketball season. I've offered my knowledge to say, okay, summertime. Anybody want to do any skill work? Call me. Let me know. I'll come in. I'll be out. And I coached them or I didn't coach them. Then they gained difference who it was. Do you want me to help you? Some said yes. Some said no. So
we'll help anyone, right?
Yeah.
Any young person that wants my help on the court or off the court, I'll help them if they come and ask me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to chase them.
Can't beg.
But if they come and ask me, whatever it may be, I will help them, even if it's not related to this program. So, I think it's we have to impact the young people in more ways than just on the court. It's so important. Okay. It's like Steve always talks about as well. And to get good at this game, you have to put in the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here from age 10 to 17, here's what my three focuses were. They were basketball first, being a good student second, because I knew that would give me many opportunities for college, and being a good kid, staying out of trouble. Those three things: basketball, good student, good kid. There was not much else in my life. Yeah, a few parties here and there. Yeah, I dated a few girls here and there, but the focus was basketball, being a good student, and being a good kid, because I didn't want anything to upset what I saw as a college scholarship. And wasn't socially, did I suffer a little bit? Maybe, but I had that early focus and that early grind, which, and I wasn't that exceptionally, talented necessarily, but I think I grinded as well as anybody. And I was able to get a Division I scholarship to Vermont. So all the hard work paid off, but you're not always going to get it if you put in the hard work. But if you don't put in the hard work, you certainly won't get it.
In other words, you tried and you conquered.
Yeah, that's right.
If you don't try,
and conquer.
That's it.
I only had a handful of Division I scholarships. The future is just to do more camps and clinics like this. Bring more skilled people like yourselves and the skill work to here, so they can see for themselves. It's good. But what I love about Steve is, even though he's been coaching for a long time and knows the game so well, he loves to learn new things. So I want to bring more knowledge to lmhult, but I also want to bring knowledge to Japan, back in where I'm from in the United States, Norway. We've had coaches in all those places. So I want to bring knowledge to as many communities around the world as I can. My vision is to really grow this so we can do this sort of thing we've done here, personal training, skills, coaching, all over the world. Because I think the more knowledge you share, the better communities become, and they're meeting new people as well, making new friendships. So that sort of thing is what